Hi students, welcome back to the Google Classroom of Hi students, welcome back to the Google Classroom of Class 6 Civics Chapter 8 Rural Livelihoods. How are you children? I hope all of you are safe and fine there at home. Children, did you study the previous topics? Yes. Which are the three sectors of the economy, Indian economy? Yes, primary, secondary and tertiary sector. Primary sector related with agricultural and allied products. Then secondary sector is related with manufacturing sector or industrial sector. Then service sector is related with all different types of services. The main aim of this service sector is to give aid and support to both the primary and secondary sector. Okay. Children, we have already studied the examples of Tulsi and Shekhar. Today, we would focus on the example of Ramalingam and Karuthamma. Ramalingam's financial condition is better than agricultural laborers. Okay, the Ramalingam's financial condition is better than all other agricultural laborers. His sources of income are as follows. His family is the owner of land, a rice mill, and a shop of seeds and pesticides for farmers. To run the rice mill, they use a part of their own money and also take some loan from the government bank. Not from the money lenders, he take loan from the government bank. They buy paddy from the farmers in the village and also from the nearby villages. With the paddy, Ramalingam's rice mill produces rice and sells those to the traders in the surrounding towns. This acts as a source of substantial income. Okay. Agricultural laborers and farmers in India. Most of the agricultural laborer families in rural India earn a living by working on other people's land, as most of them do not own any land. A few of them, like Shekhar, have small plots of land which is not enough for their survival of a complete family. 80% of the families in India belong to this group. The rest 20% are bigger farmers like Ramalingam, who cultivate most of their land and sell a part of their produce in the market. They also own shops and small factories in villages and lend money to smaller farmers. Children, the smaller and poor farmers cannot depend only on agriculture, as it is not a sustainable source of income. Additional sources of income for them are as follows. Which are the additional sources of income for the small farmers? In central India, many villagers depend on collection from the forest for livelihood. They collect leaves of the trees like mahua and tendua, honey, and sell them to traders to earn an extra income. Children, mahua tree is known to be a treasure of multiple medicinal properties, which can be used for the treatment for a large number of diseases. Then the tendu tree is found widely across central India. Leaves plucked from its shrubs are used to wrap beedi, the poor man's cigarette. Okay. So children, in central India, these villagers, they collect leaves of these trees like mahua and tendua and honey and sell them to the traders to earn an extra income. Then dairy produce, animal husbandry and fishing are also important sources of livelihood. Selling milk to nearby towns or selling it to the cooperative society is also another source of income for some families. In some villages like Pudupet, a village near Kalpattu, people make a living by fishing and live close to the sea. Their activities make the beach bustling in the morning. Around 7 a.m., when catamarans return with their catch and women get together on the beach to buy and sell fish. Then another example, Aruna and Parivelan. Aruna, a resident of Pudupet village, has a family that survives on fishing. Their everyday routine is somewhat like this. Every morning, Aruna's husband Parivelan, her brother, and her brother-in-law go to the sea together for fishing. After that, Aruna's task is to sell the catch. Then, whatever money is earned, they divide it into four parts, one for each person who went fishing and the fourth one for buying fishing equipment. The owners of the equipment are Aruna and her husband. They had taken a loan to buy those and get the fourth share as well. In the evening, her husband and relatives untangle and repair the nets. The next morning, they set to the sea as early as 2 a.m. and repeat the same routine. There are about 4 months during the monsoon season when fishermen cannot go to the sea, as this is the time when the fish are breeding. This is the time fishermen borrow money from the trader and are later forced to sell the fish to the same trader to repay the loan. So children, read your textbook very well and underline all the important points. So this is the life of the fisherman community like Aruna and Parivelan. Okay. So children, in short, rural livelihoods. People in rural areas engage a variety of activities to earn money. Sometimes they work on the farms, prepping the land, sowing, weeding, and harvesting. Their life revolves around certain seasons as they depend on the crops, which are in turn dependent on nature for their growth. People in rural areas grow different crops, but there are a lot of similarities in their life and the problems faced by them. An account of it is given as follows. Some people survive by cultivating their land while others work as laborers on farms. Small farmers grow crops for their own families as well as to sell in the market. Their main issue is regarding taking loans. In case they have borrowed money from a trader, they also need to sell their crop to them at a price lower than the market price. Sometimes many of them have to look for alternate sources of income to earn more money. Also, the agricultural laborers, fishing families, and craft workers often struggle to find enough employment throughout the year. On the other hand, bigger farmers thrive quite lavishly on the produce of the land and many other businesses and activities. So children, read your textbook very well and also examine whether people have equal opportunities to earn a living. And children, you can also go on to find similarities in the life situations and the problems that they face. Okay. So children, let us conclude today's session. Most of the small farmers, agricultural laborers, fishing families, craft persons in the villages do not find enough work to keep them employed throughout the year. Children, I am gladly to inform you that all our term 2 portions are over. Okay. Children, please note that the corresponding URL, notes of the lesson and test paper are also attached along with this video. Make use of all these available resources and attend the test paper without fail. Thank you.